We will start with 2020 and just work our way right up to that Donruss hobby. So good luck, everybody. Hopefully we can start off the morning with a downtown or two. I will say the last time I opened a Donruss 2020 blaster, we hit a Tom Brady downtown. So I'm hoping, and that was a long time ago. So I'm hoping we can recreate some magic with the downtown. Derek, Le'Veon, Cooper Kupp, Harrison Smith, Odell Beckham Jr. on the red press proof, Benjamin, Kenny Clark, and Wilkins. Yeah, I could sing my bass song for this. Brown, Derek Carr, Ingram, Juden, Jenkins. We got Nate Stanley. Wonder where old Nate Stanley is these days. Ken Anderson, TJ Watt, and a kid reporter. Westbrook, Julius Peppers, Peyton, Marquise Brown. Oh, we'll walk right into a Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb on the threads. There you go, Browns. You're off and running. With Lynn Bowden for the Raiders, Tyler Boyd, and a James Conner. Nick Chubb. Brown strike first. See, there you go. You just never know. You just never know. Just go right there. All right, now we need a downtown. Get in this pack. Come on, pack. Tre'Davious White, Rivers, Kyle Murray, Hightower, Melvin Ingram, Jalen Johnson for the Bears, Damian Williams, Jason Kelsey, and a kid reporter. What's up, Stinky? That is a cat wearing a sombrero. I'm trying to get him in a picture for you. Josh Allen, Fuller, Ridley, Keenan Allen, Noah Fant, Davis, Gronk, and a Reggie White. It'd be nice if we could see a QB show up here for us. Barry, Christian Kirk, Philip Lindsay, Jalen Smith, Chase Young on the canvas for Washington, Jake Fromm, State Farm for Buffalo, Dan Marino, and Aaron Jones. Kenny Golladay, Anthony Miller, Trubisky, Bernie Kosar, Nick Chubb, Patrick Queen for Baltimore, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and a John Ross. Montez Sweat, oops. Correa, Howard, Griffin, Jordan. We got Kyle Duggar for New England. Schnell and Clark with a kid reporter. All right, we're way overdue for a QB here. Come on, Donruss. Let's go. Mosley, Sam Darnold, Aaron Donald, Russell Wilson. Road to the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes. We got Chase Claypool for Pittsburgh. Michael Vick, and Tyreek Hill. Max Crosby, Littleton, Michael Thomas, Debo, Randy Moss, Yeater, Miles Sanders, and Greasy with a kid reporter. Entirely too much base. That's all I can say about these. DJ, Jack Doyle, Lawrence Taylor, Dak Prescott on the Dominators going to the Cowboys. Davison for the Falcons, Zadarius Smith, and a Gesicki. All right, nowhere to go but up from that. All these packs, we got to get a QB this time. Stinky, I did not. I had some family get-together to go to yesterday, so I was occupied all day. Trent Williams, Peterson, Zeke, Landry, Jacob Eason. There you go, Gibby. Jacob Eason. Jerry Jeudy going to Denver. We're all right with that. Devin Bush, Uzuma, and Kid Reporter. That's how it was. The Lions had a guy named Eric Ebron. He was cursed, and I think he was cursed every stop he had after the Lions. A.J. Brown, Crowder, Higbee, Ronald Jones, Brandon Ayuk on the canvas going to the 49ers. Andrew Thomas for the Giants, Juju, and Tyrann Mathieu. Yeah, the curse of Eric Ebron. Hey, Stinky, Michigan State was on a bye yesterday, so I didn't miss nothing. We got Marcus Allen, Josh Jacobs, Shaquille Barrett, DK, Lattimore, Mooney for the Bears, Jason Peters, Tom Brady, and a kid reporter. Yes, the one and the same. He can't be in the league still. I'm pretty sure he's not in the league anymore, but I could be wrong. Josh Allen, I kind of lost track of him. Curtis Samuel, Minshew, Kyle, Emmanuel Sanders, Devin Duvernay for the Ravens, Brett Favre, and Jerome Baker. Yeah, I think he is working the car wash these days. It was magical. I'll have to look that up, Stinky. Jim Kelly, Marlon Mack, George Kittle, Kyle Rudolph. We got Mahomes on the highlights. Dalton Keene, Aaron Rodgers, and Jack Lambert with a kid reporter. How can these QBs hide this well? Devin Singletary, Kenny Stills, Todd Gurley, Slayton, Campbell, Mackay, Joe Mixon, and Aminka. That's a good question. I don't know. I think if someone entered their kid, they probably won because who does that? Who takes the time to do that? Watson, Buda Baker, Martinez, Mark Ingram, Denzel Mims on the Elite Series rookies for the Jets. Hey, look, we got somebody. It's a Tua. It's a Tua sighting. All right, things are starting to look up. Chris Jones, Jeffrey, and a kid reporter. That was easily the best pack we've had. Hey, what's up, Jason? Good morning to you. Kerryon Johnson, Walter Payton, Montgomery, Sanu on the red press proof, Bradley Chubb for Denver. We got Josiah DeGuara for Green Bay, Mahomes, and Carson the Man Wentz. Holcomb, Haskins, Stidham, Bosa, Atwater. We got Kinlaw for the 49ers. Tajib for Dolphins, Devontae, and a kid reporter. Ryan Tannehill, Adams, Ramsey, Melvin Gordon, Zach Moss for Buffalo on the rookie phenom. Isaiah Simmons for Arizona, Devontae Parker, and Geno Atkins. Any update on the score? Still 7-3. Williams, Waller, Gallup, Prescott, Odell Beckham, Uche, Deontay Johnson, and a Joe Montana with a kid reporter. I think we can do better. All right. Good time to go roll into a hobby box after that. All right, good luck, guys. 2 autos and a mem in this. Empty box. All right, good luck, guys. Fitzpatrick, Dalvin Cook, Brandon Stevens for Baltimore. We got Matt Stafford on the Flamethrowers. That is 139 out of 175. There you go, Rams. On the Fireforge, Joe Montana. Man, I can't even tell you the last time I opened up a 2021 Phoenix hobby box. It might have been 4 years ago. Maybe not 4. 3 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. Myers, Brett Favre, Browning for Denver. On the Heat Wave, Alvin Kamara for the Saints. That is 96 out of 125. And Trey Lance on the Heat Wave. That's what he's known for. Throws the heat. Tom Brady, Justin Tucker, J.C. Horn. Got something here. On the hot routes, Mike Evans. Rashad Bateman, 43 out of 199. Going to Baltimore. There you go, Baltimore. Looks nice and shiny. We like that. That's going to Grant. All right. There's our mem. 2 autos still remaining out there. Galladay, Baker, Zach Wilson. I don't know what that is. We got Dak Prescott on the flamethrowers. On the Fireforged, Emmitt Smith. That is 118 out of 149. Going to the Cowboys. That's B-Wax. Colby, that's right. We did. That was last Sunday. And I'm trying to find another downtown today. We still got a couple shots. Cam Newton, Watson, Barmore for New England. We got Tom Brady on the flamethrowers going to Tampa Bay. That is 42 out of 125. Very nice. And Penei Sewell for the Lions. Yeah, nice, Brandon. Nice to see Tom Brady show up for us. Thurman Thomas, Herbie, Simi Fioco. Ooh, we got a redemption. We got Jerry Jeudy on the hot routes. And good luck, guys. I don't know what we got here. Star signs. 13. Christian McCaffrey. How about that? That's going to Carolina. Carolina. Christian McCaffrey? Wow. Well, I think they still try to get it for you if they can. I don't know if they can. Yeah, you might end up with a pack, but that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Nick Chubb, James Robinson, Daz Newsome for the Bears. We got Gronk on the hot routes. That one is 20 out of 199. Tampa Bay again. We got a Herbie on the heat wave. Marquise Brown. What do we got? I think we got gold back there. Saquon. Adafe. We got Tyreek Hill for the Chiefs on the hot routes. We'll see that number in a second. What do we got here? Big Ben. Oh, that's not numbered? I expected that to be numbered. I guess that's just a parallel. But the Tyreek was 14 out of 175. Cool looking parallel. I know, I'm waiting for Amon-Ra and Jamar Chase and Waddle even to show up. We still got some packs and another auto. Urlacher, Montana. Elijah Moore for the Jets. Ooh, what do we got here? Calvin Ridley for the Falcons. That is 61 out of 75 going to Atlanta. Josh Allen on the Flamethrowers. That's going to Sin City. Oh, we'll save that one for the end. Yeah, you can wait. I will say I had to wait a long time for, I got a Justin Fields redemption. It took a long time, but I did eventually get it. Randy Moss, Diggs, Schwartz for the Browns. We got Jarvis Landry for the Browns on the hot routes. That is 6 out of 99. And Devontae Adams on the hot routes. They like the hot routes in this box. Yeah, I'm hoping that Topps does a much better job. And from everything I've heard, Topps does. Like, they're pretty quick to turn around redemptions. So I think it's going to get better. Daniel Jones. TJ. Chauncey for the boys. Herbie on the Heat Wave. That is 20 out of 199 going to the Chargers. Kelsey. Oh, that's crazy, Copa. All right. Good luck, guys. We got one. Looks like it might be a RPA here. We got Ingram, Scary Terry, Aaron Robinson. We got Kyle Pitts on the rookie rising going to Atlanta. And come on. Ian Book. You know, there was a time people would have been excited. That is the wildest looking thing. That's crazy. Crazy wild looking. I don't even know what. It's 39 out of 99. Is that what that is? Glove? Oh, I think you're right. It's glove. That's wild. That's pretty wild. Going to the Saints. Glove patch. Yeah, the patch is sick. I don't know where Ian Book is. Is Ian Book on a team? Ian Book might still be on a team somewhere. I haven't heard much out of Ian Book in a good while. Somewhere. He's somewhere. I think. He might be somewhere. Maybe he's on a practice league. I don't know. He might be at the car wash. All right, 2022 Prism No Huddle. Good luck, guys. Is he on the Chiefs, really? Imagine what would have to happen for Ian Book to see the field for KC. That would be wild. All right, guys. Good luck. Prism no huddle. Terrell, Myles Garrett, Josh Allen, Kendricks, McNabb, Cross for Seattle. We got Sky Moore on the disco and a Roquan Smith on the disco. I like the discos. And Sky Moore, who did I see? He was returning kicks for a team. I can't remember what team he's on now. Week 18? I hope so. That would be fun to see Ian Book. Russell Wilson, Brian Burns, Marcus Allen, Myers, Antonio Gates, Romeo Dobbs on the Disco Emergent for Green Bay, Haskins for Tennessee, Petrie for Houston, and Justin Fields going to the Bears. That is 3 out of 15. Nice little hit there, Bears. That's going to Daniel. Steve, thank you. 49. I knew I saw him returning kicks for somebody. I just couldn't remember what team it was. $49ers. Jeremy Chin. Ooh. Marquise Brown. Rich Gannon. Zay Jones. Jefferson. Jamar Chase on the Prism Break. I wasn't sure what we were coming up to there. The Disco Prism Break. Not numbered. Jordan Davis. Tyquan Thornton. And a little Tom Brady Disco. We like that, Tampa Bay. Jesse Bates, Lambjack, Anderson, Dante Hall, Lazard, Lawrence. We got Rashad White for Tampa Bay. Kyle Gordon for the Bears. And Robbie Anderson for Arizona. That one is 1 out of 79. Going to Mr. Wonderling. DJ, Joe Mixon, Aaron Donald, Jonathan Taylor, Mostert. We got Kenneth Walker, Disco Fireworks. Nice little hit there, Seattle. We approve. Little Kenny Pickett action. Olave. And Andrew Booth for the Vikings on the disco. TJ, Grady Jarrett, Pittman, Tyreek, Baselli. We got Aaron Rodgers on the Disco Brilliance going to Green Bay. Sauce Gardner for the Jets, Benito, and Alex Smith going to KC on the disco. This is it for me, Day. I might try and do this again next week. This 6-year break is fun. I mean, I did one last week, and I loved it. So I thought, you know what? Let's put together another one for this week. So you guys, if you guys want, I could put together another one for next Sunday. Yeah, kind of give me an idea. If you want more of this kind of thing, I can do more. I think these are really fun. Denzel Ward, Singletary, Javante, Daniil Hunter, Williams. I think we got our auto here. We do. We got Daniel Carlson for the Raiders. That's 50 out of 50 on that one. Christian Watson, Montrell Washington for Denver. And good luck, guys. Olave on the auto going to New Orleans. Very nice. Copa. Okay, Stinky. Yeah, Olave. You can't keep him down. James Conner, Tyler Boyd, Roger, Brandon Cooks, Darren Waller, Darrell Green, Aiden Hutchinson. All right, Lions starting to show up here. Drake London. That's sweet. We like that. And a Kurt Warner for Arizona on the disco as well. Yeah, I like the Prism no huddles. Nice. DJ, Amon-Ra, Kirk Cousins, Reggie Wayne, Chris Jones. Look at that, Amon-Ra on the hype. Like a little tie-dye action on that. Not numbered, but man, that looks good. I approve, all grit. Brian Cook for the Chiefs, Shakir for Buffalo, and Rashad White going to Tampa Bay. 33 out of 35. Tampa Bay having a little break today. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Burrow, Kyle Pitts, Njoku, Aaron Rodgers, Robinson, Tyler Lockett, Treylon Burks for Tennessee, Thibodeau for the Giants, and Nick Chubb showing up for us again. Going to Cleveland. That is 37 out of 50. Yeah, you're doing all right, Brandon. You're doing all right. But we are only halfway. We're only halfway. Now we're up to 2023, guys. We hit a downtown out of an Optic H2 last week, 2021. Let's see if 2023 can be just as kind to us. I sure hope so. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. You know what? We haven't used the luck of the Sombrero Cat to our advantage yet. This is a good time. All right, good luck. Fridge. Tyree Wilson on the red for the Raiders. Diggs on the diamond hands for Buffalo. And a C.J. Stroud. All right. As far as first packs go, we'll take it. Carter King. What's up, Carter King? You sleeping in? We even had football this morning. Welcome in. Yeah, I like the red. The red is good. All good, Carter King. We got ETN, Jaden Reed, nice. We approve, Packers. That's a Sparty right there. Keaton Mitchell on the hidden potential, and a Jack Campbell for the Lions. That's right. Go green, go white. Sparty on, my friend. Zay Flowers for Baltimore. We got Hill and Waddle on the best tutties. Eddie George and a DJ Johnson for Carolina. Hunter. Charlie Jones for the Bengals on the Mojo. Kelsey on the diamond hands, and a Michael Mayer for the Raiders. I'd love to see a Gibbs show up here. Hubbard. Jaden Reed again on the silver this time. Green Bay rocking. Parker Washington for the Jags on the red mojo, and a Christian Gonzalez for New England. How about that, Stinky? That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Hey, what's up, Mr. PG? Hope you're doing good. Jalen Carter going to the Eagles. Skoronski for the Titans. We got Will Levis, rookie recruits with extra mayo, and a Christian McCaffrey. Extra mayo. Tyler Lacey. We got DJ Turner on the mojo. Josh Allen on the passing grade, and a Nick Chubb. Who doesn't love extra mayo with their Will Levis? All right, come on, last pack. We got Kancey. Oh, hello there. Roshan Johnson for the Bears. Javon Curse. What do we got here, my friends? Luke Kuechly. How about that? 5 out of 35. Carolina strikes again. All right, time for some Mosaic No Huddle. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Empty box. All right, good luck, guys. 2024. Watson, Kirk Cousins, Sutton, Mahomes, Hyatt, Josh Palmer. We got JJ on the debut. We take that, Vikings. John Lynch. AJ Brown, National Pride. We got Tyreek on the disco for Miami. Ricky Pearsall and Garendo with a kid reporter. Yeah, it'll be interesting, all grit, when I sort this. This is a lot of cards. If I do another one of these, I might have to make sure I get hobby boxes that don't have so many cards in them. There's so much base. Samuel, Reed, DJ Moore, Devontae, Mostert, Ayuk, Freeney, Earl Campbell on the Hall of Fame, Andre Johnson. We got Lambjack on the silver, Tyler Nubin for the Giants, and Derrick Henry on the montage disco. Not too shabby. If he can hold on to the ball. See how he's got a good grip there. He needs to focus on that. I have faith in him. Long as he's not playing the Lions. I'll bet it is, Wonderling. Josh Downs, Jerry Jeudy, Kyle Pitts, Xavier Woods, Max Crosby, Sauce, Kobe Turner. We got Jalen Wright on the debut. Lee Evans. We got Amari Cooper on the disco for Cleveland. There's our boy Marvin Harrison and Phillips for the Giants. Oliver, Quay Walker, Cole Kmet, Gardner Johnson, Waddle, Nick Bosa, Mitchell. We got a little Bo Nix action on the debut. Brunell. We got, there's an Aiden on the disco. We'll take that, all grit. Mason Smith for the Jags, Joe Alt, and a kid reporter. Notice we got the Derrick Henry, and then right behind him, Aiden Hutchinson coming to create a fumble. That is not coincidence. Buckner, Garrett, Bates, Duggar, Karlaftis, Tua, McCaffrey. We got Tyreek on the National Pride. Austin Eckler. We got Mims for the Bengals. That is 40 out of 75 on that one for Cincinnati. We got Trice for the Falcons. And Moments in Time, Terrell Owens on the disco. I like that. I got Mrs. Wise Guy helps me sort after the break. She's not going to be happy when she sees all this base. And we got to go through that Donruss too. Oh, yeah. Maybe I didn't plan out the box as well for that. PS2, Milano, Chubb, Bijan, Ramondre, Pacheco, Slayton. We got Malik Neighbors on the debut. Calvin Ridley, Jalen Polk on the disco for New England. Chopper Robinson and a Troy Franklin. They do love to dish those out, don't they, Gibbe? Yeah. Eagle. You know what? I think in this break, Primo has the Eagles, so he must have been looking to get a bunch of those because I'll bet a bunch of them show up. Hunter, Stone, Buda Baker, Highsmith, Harrison Smith, Trayvon Walker. We got Daniil Hunter, National Pride, Sneed, our boy Marvin Harrison on the debut. Oh, Ben. What are you doing, Ben? That should be Jaden. That is 66 out of 75 for Washington. Fatanu, carbon copy. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. We'll have to settle this at the end. And a kid reporter. So, Baltimore, Green Bay. We'll settle that at the end. That might be an exact quote, Stinky. That might be an exact quote because I'm telling you, this is a lot of base. And we haven't even got to the Donruss yet. Mims, Kincaid, Johnston, Goddard, Derrick Henry on the National Pride, Cade Otton, Morton Anderson, Hall of Fame, Julian Love, well. Roma Dunze for the Bears on the auto. There's something behind him. We'll take care of that right quick. Nice little hit there. Going to the Bears. Who grabbed those Bears? Daniel. Yeah, he's off to a good start this year, too. Congrats. We got Javon Baker on the silver for New England. Rook. And Jordan Love, Men of Mastery for Green Bay on the disco with a kid reporter. And done. Well, you know, I always want to let people have the base if they want it. Some people collect base cards. I don't know. They're their cards. They paid for them. So I will make sure they get them for them. Williams, Cook, Watson, Singletary, Gus Edwards. You got hiding back there. A.J. Brown, Achane, Pollard. We got Christian McCaffrey, National Pride. We got Javon Baker on the disco this time for New England. Sanders for Carolina. And, our boy, Michael Pratt. It's not a break if Michael Pratt doesn't stop in and say hi. Yeah, Indy's been pretty quiet. Swift, Pittman, Cooper, Hutch, Jordan. Is that why you want your base? Michael Mayer, Godwin, Ed Reed, Hall of Fame, Khalil Mack on the silver, Derwin James for the Chargers. That's 16 out of 50 on that one. We got Green and DK on the montage going to Seattle. That's right, Gibbe. You're going to see a big pile of base cards and be like, yes, I hit big in this thing. Look at all those cards. We got Romeo, Keenan Allen, Jelani Woods, Tyreek, Kittle, Hunter Henry. There's one kind of sticking. Jalen Hurts. We got Caleb on the debut. Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Brooks on the disco debut. Malachi Corley for the Jets and a Dallas Turner for the Vikings. Yeah, the Colts, they're just waiting until the end. They're going to pop out at the end for you, Gibby. Njoku, AJ Terrell, Singleton, AR, Byron Young, Brock Purdy, Brissett. We got Jared Goff, National Pride. Ooh, maybe we got gold here. Randall Cunningham. We got James Conner, Moments in Time. Isaac for Baltimore. And Dalton Schultz going to Houston. That is 2 out of 10 on the gold. There you go, Houston. Who grabbed Houston today? Houston, Jay. There you go, Jay. A little gold in the box with a little gold. Which leaves us with one hobby to go. All right. Ready for some more base? Here we go. All right, we got one more shot at a downtown today. Don't let us down, Donruss. We got 8,000 packs. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. All right, Jaden, Trey Tucker. We got the no nameplate for Seattle. That is Julian Love. We got Makuba for the Eagles. Antonio Gibson, Tank Dell, Derrick Henry on the Action All Pros. I do love all their inserts. On the Legend Series, John Brody for the 49ers. Doug Williams, Bradshaw, and Aroma Dunze. Starting us off. Kurt Warner, Dorsett, Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh, DJ Moore, Bryce Young, Deion Sanders for the boys on the all-time, McMillan on the throwback for Carolina, Road to the Super Bowl, James Cook for Buffalo, Ferguson, and a Kyler Murray. I like the throwbacks, too. This pack is full. This pack is full. Definitely got something there. Hurts. JJ. James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons. Josiah Stewart, 69 out of 85 for the Rams. Kyron Williams. Let's just show this. Jersey Kings, Myles Garrett for Cleveland. That is 291 out of 425. Cleveland rocking and rolling. A-Chan on the Elite Series. Champ is here. Do we have a counter on these? Reed Blankenship. Marvin Harrison, Zach Ertz, and a kid reporter. I don't know how many Champ is here's we're going to get. What's the over-under on those? The over-under is 8. I like it. All right, we're at 1. Njoku, Mooney. There's a Tyler. There you go, New Orleans. Kate Otten, Marquise Brown. We got James Cook on the Dominators for Buffalo. We got Kenneth Grant on the throwback for the Dolphins. Tyler Warren on the Bomb Squad. There you go, Gibbe. It's all better now. Gino and a Cameron Jordan. All better. I mean, it's going to look extra good with all the base surrounding it. Right? Right? Rashad Bateman. Hurst. We got Trey Tucker on the red. Will Campbell for New England. Jalen Polk. Dak. Kyle Hamilton on the Dominators for Baltimore. We got on the best of Rome Odunze with Wicks and a CJ Stroud. Caleb Mahomes. We got Trent Green for KC. That is 210 out of 500 on that one. Smith for the Jets. Najee, Warren Moon. Little Cam Ward action on the Elite Series. There you go, Titans. Oh, champ is here. Number 2, Jalen Carter. Keenan Allen and a Tyreek. The counter has moved to 2. I'd actually be pretty impressed if we got to 8 of them. 8 seems like a lot. I'm not sure how many different ones they actually have. Charbonnet, McConkey, Taylor for the Jets. Tyler Booker, 28 out of 52, going to the Cowboys. Very nice. Kenneth Gainwell, Rousseau. Ooh, I love these. McMillan on the rated rookie retro. That might be one of my favorite cards in the Donruss this year. They just look so good. They look so good. Rome Odunze on the Bomb Squad. Luvu and a Ferguson. Dr. Jones. Need some Giants. All right, there's still time. There's still time for the Giants. I think we got a couple of Malik Neighbors but nothing huge. Nothing huge yet. Bledsoe, T. Higgins, Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay, McNabb, TJ, Caleb on the Gridiron Kings, Cam Ward on the Gridiron Kings. We like it. We got Jordan Love on the Instant with DeAndre Hopkins and a Drew Brees and a Kid Reporter. Not yet, George. Not yet. Although someone said that if you get a redemption, you're going to get a downtown. So I guess I'm hoping we get a redemption. I'm going to have to go back and look at that last break with the Cam Ward downtown and see what we got for the auto in that. I don't remember if it was a redemption. Taylor, Coleman, Booker for the Cowboys. Oh, Tyler on the red. That's nice right there. Like Byron Murphy, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen on the Elite Series. Oh, number 3, Quinyon Mitchell. Champ is here. We're up to 3. Counter is at 3. Rashi and Upchurch. Amon-Ra, Buda Baker, Jelon Walker for the Falcons, Will Campbell on the red going to New England, McCaffrey, Lambjack, Savion on the retro. Man, they look good. Number 4, Jeremiah Trotter. Champ is here. Sammy Laporta and a Gabe Davis. 4 of them already. We might get to 8. Maybe we will get to 8. We've already hit 4. Is it possible to get the whole set? Can you get the whole set in one hobby box? That wouldn't seem likely, but we're well on our way. Ozzie Newsome, Tracy, Ayuk on the red, Knight Jr. for the Bengals, Jalen Wright, Suggs, Peyton Manning on the all-time, Dylan Gabriel on the bomb squad going to Cleveland, Anzalone and a Baker. Brock Purdy, Zerline, Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins, Art Monk, Benson. We got Joe Burrow on the Dominators, Abdul Carter going to the Giants on the Gridiron Kings, road to the Super Bowl, Brian Robinson for the Commanders, with Michael Wilson, Rich Gannon, and a Kid Reporter. That's a good one. Stanky, I like that. Toe Burrow. We got Adams, Johnson. We got Burden the third for the Bears. Dwayne Bowe, Madison. Jack Beck for the Raiders on the rookies. Oh, there's a Tesla. We finally got one all grit on the throwback. Sam Darnold bomb squad with Osa and a Chase. Yeah, I can't help but stare a little bit at the Teslas. Mitchell, JSN, Njoku. The Browns just keep doing some work. 15 out of 85 for the Browns on the Njoku. Tyler Warren, never give up, Gibbe. Mapu, Scary Terry. We got Justin Jefferson on the Action All Pros. Joey Porter on the Legend Series. Diggs and a Sam Darnold. We still haven't hit our auto. Keeping us in suspense here. We got Khalil Mack, Robinson, Darius Davis on the red. Jalen Royals for KC. Coupe, Henry, Lambjack on the Dominators. Oh, is that 5? I think that's number 5 on the Champ is here. John Lynch, Alec Pierce, and a Kip Reporter. I think that's number 5. I don't know. We'd have to get one in all the rest of these packs to get to 8. We got Lofton, Todd, Hairston for Buffalo, James Cook, Leonard Williams, Colston Loveland for the Bears. We like that. We got Harmon on the throwback for Pittsburgh, Caleb on the bomb squad, Pat Fryermuth, and a Josie Jewell. How have we not hit the auto yet? That is too much suspense. 2 packs left. No auto yet. All right, well, we'll try this one. Tua, Braylon Allen for the Jets. That's 98 out of 500 going to AD. Alexander for the Giants. Joe Milton on the instant. 51 out of 99. I didn't realize they autographed these. Going to New England. Let me take care of that right quick. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Going to New England. Who had New England today? B-Wax. And we have Pittman, Xavier Worthy, Nick Bosa on the Elite Series. We got Jake Bates on the instant, Jared Goff, and a Braylon Allen. That is pretty cool. I didn't realize that they would put autographs on those cards. That's kind of neat. All right, last pack. Come on, Sombrero Cat. Come on. What are the chances we get a downtown in the last pack? Again, I'll do a recap at the end here, guys. And if you had a rough break, get up there. What are you doing? So I'm going to open up on that one. This way, then. I will help you out if you had a rough break, guys. And I do have one card we have to take care of. Rogers, Bo Nix, Hampton for the Chargers, Ferguson, Jerry Jeudy, Jared Verse, Ferguson on the Elite Series, Garrett Wilson on the best of, Theo, and Josh Hines Allen. Rounding that out. Yeah, give me a second. I'll do a recap. But we got to take care of the Ravens and Packers, which is Grant and Rock. Grant and Rock, are you guys out there? Thanks, B-Wax. Thanks, Wonderling. Yeah, Grant Bison, if you're out there, say something in the chat for me. We got Green Bay and Baltimore. Grant. All right, Grant. There are 2 cards here. You just say left or right. Left or right. Left it is. It's going to Baltimore. There you go. You chose wisely. There you go. All right, let me do a recap here, guys. Appreciate you all. And, yeah, if you had a rough one, it'll take me a little while to sort all this, though. I underestimated the sheer quantity of cards in this. All right, we had Loveland for the Bears. Tyler on the red. Cam Ward. Tyler Booker out of 52 for Dallas. We had McMillan on the retro. That's for Carolina. Trent Green out of 500 for KC. Cam Ward on the Elite Series for Titans. Out of 85 on the Stewart for the Rams. Dalton out of 10. 2 out of 10 on that one. DK on the Montage. Disco. Jordan Love. Disco. Roma Dunze on the auto for the Bears. Malik Neighbors debut. Jalen Polk Disco. Mims was out of 75. Terrell Owens Moments in Time. Aiden. Derrick Henry Montage. Tyreek. JJ on the debut. DJ Red. Jaden Reed Red. Matthew Stafford was out of 175. Zach Moss on the rookie Phenoms patch. Tua rookie. Ayuk on the canvas rookie. Braylon Allen out of 500 for the Jets. Joe Milton on the auto. Cool choice. Njoku out of 85. Chris Olave on the auto. Kenneth Walker Disco Fireworks. Robbie Anderson was out of 79. Romeo Dobbs Emergent Disco. Rashad Bateman. That one was out of 199 for Baltimore. Nick Chubb on the threads for Cleveland. Tesla Throwback. Dylan Gabriel Bomb Squad. Savion Williams on the retro. Tyler Warren. We have Myles Garrett out of 425 for Cleveland. McMillan on the throwback. James Conner Moments in Time. Caleb debut. Derwin James out of 50 for the Chargers. Ben Sinnott out of 75 for Washington. Bo out he's just on the debut. Kuechly was out of 35 for Carolina. Jaden Reed Silver. Parker Washington Red Mojo. Charlie Jones red. CJ rookie. Tyree. Nick Chubb was out of 50. Cleveland did some work. Amon-Ra on the hype. Rashad White was out of 35 for Tampa. Drake London, disco rookie. Kurt Warner, disco. Carlson was out of 50 for the Raiders. Aaron Rodgers, brilliance. Tom Brady, disco. Jamar Chase, prism break. Justin Fields, out of 15. Sky Moore, Roquan. Ian Book with the glove patch for New Orleans. That one was out of 99. Herbie was out of 199. We had Landry was out of 99 for Cleveland. We had Calvin Ridley for the Falcons was out of 75. We had Tyreek was out of 175 for KC. Gronk was out of 199. We had the McCaffrey redemption. Tom Brady was out of 125. Emmett on the Fireforge out of 149. And Alvin Kamara out of 125 on the Heat Wave.